Hello everybody, I remain Indo Paul Omishola. In this video I'll be showing you how to script an e-commerce website with Python's Beautiful Soup library. First and foremost, what I just did was I created a virtual environment. I created a directory into this folder, and I created a virtual environment into it. And the first thing I would like us to do is to take a brief look at the website that we want to scrape. Actually, we want to scrape an e-commerce website. We want to scrape this website that has some game consoles on it, so with the price on it, with some prices being slashed off, and the discount shown to the customers. So what we do is we are going to get the number of reviews for each of these, and we will also get the title or the name of the consoles. We'll also get the price, the selling price, and the whole price, the original price of the item. So this is what we want to do for this particular e-commerce website. But first and foremost, I would like to just quickly dive into the Beautiful Soup library to make the necessary installation for Beautiful Soup. So mind you, I'm on Windows. If you're on Linux or anything, you can just use this command up here to install Beautiful Soup. So I'll just grab this code right here and use it to install Beautiful Soup into my virtual environment. So while that runs, actually this is what we expect to get after this tutorial. We expect to get the name, and we expect to get the price, the number of reviews, and the original price of the item. Alright, so that's what we are targeting. Okay, so for this, what we are going to do is we'll install. Okay, so we've installed Beautiful Soup library, and the next thing we'll need to install is, because Beautiful Soup cannot connect directly to a website, we need to install the request library. So we are going to also pip install request. So once we pip install request, all right, so we pip install request and wait for that to come through. But before we start, while we wait for that, we just like to inspect the element of the web page that we want to scrape. So I'll just place my mouse carefully on the title of this and click on inspect. All right, so I'll dive back into my command line. Okay, so we have that installed already, so I'll just open my my Sublime Text, or you can open any code editor that you like in your own case. So we are now inside a folder directory, and I would like to create a new file and save the file as let me call it beauty.py, and click on save. So the first thing that Beautiful Soup actually has us to do is to import Beautiful Soup, the Beautiful Soup library, into our document, into our file. So that's the first thing we will be doing here today. So I'll just paste that code into this place, and I'll also import the request library, import request. So since once we import request, we are not going to have our web page. So the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to grab the URL of this web page. Okay, before I inspect this, what I did was I wanted to get game consoles. So since I wanted to get game consoles, I just went into the search bar of this website, and I entered game console, and I searched for it, and it gave me this URL. So this URL is what I need to copy, and I'll go back to inspecting the element of this website. Okay, so since I've grabbed the URL of that website, I'll just say web page equals request.get, and I'll just get the websites. So I'll get a website, and I'll say that SP, that's Beautiful Soup, that's sp equals BeautifulSoup into BeautifulSoup into webpage dot content. Then we are going to use the built-in HTML dot parser, and down here we are going to say print sp. Okay, so we just want to run this to print the whole item on that web page. So I would just like to say beauty python then beauty.py through the command line. Let's see what happens there. Let's see if we get, okay, so it's giving me the whole content of the web page as a DOM. It's giving me the element of the web page. It's giving me the HTML. So in case I also want to get just the text and I don't want to get the HTML content together with it, I can just enter sp.text there and I'll run the code again to see what I have. And so it's giving me plain text now. You can see that. So that's that. So our code is working, our request library is working, and the BeautifulSoup library is working. Now let's get to the actual work that we want to do for this particular tutorial. So the first thing we want to do is we want to inspect the elements on this web page. All right, so like I said, I clicked on an element and I inspect it, and okay, so I just want to see the element. The first thing we want to collect is the title. So this is actually the tag that is bringing out the title is a tag, and the class of that tag is the title or X click. So we'll be getting, BeautifulSoup can let you get data by the title of the tag and the class of that tag. This ensures that you can get your data as it loops out from the database. That's just the advantage of using the class or the ID of a particular tag to get what you want. So the first thing we're going to do is that we're just going to try to get this stuff right here. So let me see. I'll just grab this title. So I'll just grab this title and Ctrl C and go back into my code. So I'll just let me just comment on this. Let me just comment this and say title equals so we have sp dot find underscore all into what we have we have a, and after that we have a comma, and we also have the title, which is the class of that particular tag. So the next thing we want to collect is we want to collect the selling price, or we just name that sell price equals sp dot find all, and into it let's inspect the elements that is carrying the price of the item. Okay, so I guess that should be up here. So okay, I can see that as price old box. Okay, and here we also have price box. So this is actually what we need for this. We need the price of the item, and it's inside the span tag. So I'll just say the tag is span and comma. What I have, I'll paste that there. And we also have we can have pro. Sorry. So we have orange price. So orange price equals sp dot find all, and inside that let's see what the original price is. So we have price old, actually what's holding this is not price box, it's actually price, just price. So we have price hold, so we're just going to copy this price hold right here and place it in the original price, what is it called, original price variable. So we also have span and we have the original price, and right here instead of price box we have the price alone. And down here, what do we want to get again? We also want to get the number of reviews for each of these items. I guess that should be down somewhere down here. Okay, so we want to get the number of reviews. Okay, so we have it right here. It's inside an a tag, and we have the class as review. So it's inside an a tag and we have the class as review. So we just copy that into, you can see 183 reviews there. We just quickly take that and say review equals sp dot find all into an a tag, and we have reviews. If I'm correct, is it reviews or review? Review. Okay, so we have review. So the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to loop through each of these stuff. So we're going to have the first one, we have title loop equals, we place that in a list, and we're going to have titles dot text for titles in title. So we want to loop through this. We want to loop everything that we can find through this and this and this and this. So I'll just copy this. I'll just grab these, copy it and paste it down here. Copy and paste, since we need 4 stuff. So instead of saying title loop, sell price loop, and here we have orange price loop, and down here we are going to have review loop. So we'll have review loop. So instead of having this here, we will have sell.text for sell in sell price. So down here we'll have orange dot text for origin. It could just be anything, but just to make it easier, that's why I'm just entering those values there. So in orange price. So down here we also have reviews for dot text for reviews in review. All right, so that's what we have for those ones. So we can just, to see if things are working fine, we can print title loop to see what we have. So we run that through the command line to see if we are going to get any result. So this is actually the command line that we need. So beauty.py, let's see if we get what we need. Reviews is not defined. I guess that's reviews.text for reviews in reviews is not defined. What does it mean by reviews is not defined? Oh, that's a typo there, sorry about that. Okay, so we'll run the code again to see what we have. Okay, so it's looping out the title of each item for us now. So what we want to do, instead of just looping out like this, is since we have this data already, what we want to do is that we want to place each one of them inside a data frame, so that we can actually, maybe put it in an Excel file later on. So what I'll do for that is that I'll just say that I'll just type data equals, okay, but before we do this, we can't do it if we don't install pandas. But first off, let's just first define our dictionary first. And what we're going to do is that we're going to define a dictionary. We're going to define the what is it called, we're going to place everything in a dictionary. We will give each of these a value in a particular dictionary. So we're going to have the name of let me say name underscore of console, and that's title loop, title and title loop. Then the second one, we have the selling price, selling underscore price is sell price loop. So we have a comma here and a comma here, and down here we are gonna have original price underscore price, and we have this, we have orange price loop and comma, and lastly we have number underscore of underscore reviews. So that's gonna be review loop. So that's that about that. And the next thing we do is that we are going to place everything inside maybe a data frame, and we say data frame equals to, we say our data frame equals to pd dot data frame. Sorry, while I write that, let me just quickly install pandas. So pip install pandas. So while we wait for pandas to install, let's just keep working here. So pd.data frame, and inside it we need, what we need is data, and comma, we need columns equals, actually we just say the first column that we need is this. So let's copy this and paste it down here, and a comma. So the second column that we need is the selling price. So the second column we need is selling price. Okay, so enter and comma. The third one we need is original price. Oh, I have a typo there. I've made a mistake there. So we need the original price, and the original price. Let me calm down. And the last one we need is the number of reviews. So we copy that, put a comma here, and press enter. Number of reviews. So that's that about that. Let's see if we have our pandas installed already. Okay, so installing collected packages. So that's about that. So once we have this, we can actually now come down and say, that, but before we do this, I would like to do something. I like to just comment these out and like to print the length of each of them to see if the length is equal or not. So what I would just like to do is just say print length title loop, comma, and sell price loop, comma, and orange price loop, and last one is review loop. The reason why I need to print this is because I want to see if they are of the same length, if the rows are of the same length, because if they are not of the same length, there is a way we're going to deal with that. So let me just run it since pandas is installed already. So let me see the length of each of my items. Oops, sorry, I guess I can't do this. Don't mind me, I'm in a hurry. So I'll just copy this and paste. So sell price loop, sell price loop. So with regards to the length, we have 60, 60, 49, 60. It means we actually, the third item there, which is the original price loop, we cannot join it with the rest if we actually want to make a data frame. So inside this place, so what I'll just do, I'll just Ctrl Z all and go back to where I was coming from. So I'll remove it from here and put it in a new data frame of its own, and just say that df2 equals pd.dataframe, and inside it I'll have my data, and I'll have columns equals the column that I need is just number of reviews. Sorry, not number of reviews. There's a mix up there. Not number of reviews. Actually, what I needed to cut off was this original price here. Okay. So what I needed to cut off was the original price. So I'll paste it here and remove the comma, and that's it. So what I'll do is that, because if I try to print it directly like this, it's going to tell me that it's going to give me a value error. So what I'll just do is I'll just say df. I'll use join to join this one with the rest of the stuff. So I'll just say df sorry, I'll just say original price equals df2 into original price. Okay, so I'll now say df equals df to join original price. Okay, so right here I'll just say print df. This should work under normal circumstances if you've not committed any error. So we just wait for that to run. So PD is not defined, so I forgot to import pandas. So we just say import pandas as PD. Okay, so I'll run the code again. All right, so now we have our code. We have our data. We have our data. We have the name of console, the selling price, the number of reviews, then the original. We have the original price right here. So here we have about 50%. So the next thing we can do is I want to grab all this stuff and place it in an Excel sheet. So to do that, I won't just disturb myself. I wrote something initially which I'll just grab quickly. I'll just quickly grab this code and paste it into this place. So let me just comment this out. I'll just paste it into this place and grab my, I would like to just save it. I can save it. I want to save it in this same directory. So I'll grab this directory and I'll replace this with it. So On Windows you can't use backward slash, you can only use forward slash. So I'll change all this to forward slash. So I'll change all this forward slash. So I'll say game consoles dot xlxs index equals to false. If I save this and I run this code again, I should have an Excel sheet saved into this original directory. Okay, so I have something missing again, so I have to install this again. I have to install OpenPyXL or something, pip install. I have to install that quickly. Since I've installed what I need to save into Excel, I'll just run the code again. Okay, so now I think we should be even. Okay, so let's quickly take a look at our folder here. We should have game consoles.xlxx, and if you go into the original folder and open up TestSoup, we should have this, and we are going to open this Excel file to see what we have. Okay, so here we have our data here, and I can just click to expand this. So we have name of console, and here we have selling price, and we have number of reviews, and here we have the original price. Okay, so from here you can actually calculate the discounted price at which this item, or the percentage discounts at which each of this item is going for. So you can calculate the discount at which each of them are going for. So that's it, guys. That's just all about what we say we are going to do, and we have our data already. If you want to grab more data, you can just go into the website. I believe it has pagination, so you can just go into the website and go into the next page and grab the URL and just replace it with the URL if we like. So that's what we have. So I can just click into the next page right here to see what we have. So that's it, guys, and I hope you gain one or two things from here. Thank you for watching. I would like you to just subscribe to this channel to to encourage me to do more of these videos. I really appreciate those that have subscribed already, and I appreciate my potential subscribers. I'll be dishing out more videos like this in the future, so look out for more. Thank you, and have a nice day or a wonderful night from wherever you're watching from. Bless up.